Finance ministers from the EU member states that share the euro as their currency meet once a month to coordinate economic policies and discuss matters of common concern. Well, the group will elect their new chief at tomorrow's meeting in Brussels. Finance ministers from 3 countries have put forward their names to become the next president. Well, our correspondent in Brussels, Shona Murray, has been speaking to one of those candidates, and we can go there now to speak to Shona. Morning to you. So 3 candidates up for the job, Shona. Who's in the race? What are they saying ahead of the vote?
Well, first of all, we have Nadia Calvino, the Spanish finance minister. She's a forerunner for the role since the very beginning, which sometimes obviously doesn't always go your way. But she's very well liked. She's huge credentials here in Brussels. She was former Director General of the European Commission. And crucially, Rosie, she would be the first woman to take the presidency of the Eurogroup, which is actually very important at a time when gender balance is a real issue here in Brussels. The second contender is the Luxembourg finance minister, Pierre Gramegna. He sees himself as something of a bridge builder between the northern and the southern states, the frugal countries and the less frugal, and this would be his second time running for president of the Eurogroup. And then the third contender is Paschal Donohoe, who's the Irish finance minister, and he says that he was part of the government who back in 2010 brought Ireland from bankruptcy to the fastest growing Eurozone country. But I caught up with him yesterday and I asked him how he would guide the Eurogroup at a time of immense volatility.
I hope reach an agreement in relation to the recovery fund, which will be a vital precondition then towards the release of that funding in the early part then of 2021. Secondly, decisions that we need to make to further deepen the resilience of the euro. But then the third priority, Shona, would be a political one, which is the need to be making the case to the citizens of Europe that the euro and the membership of the euro and the existence of the euro is part of how we can drive a more inclusive recovery.
So there we have Paschal Donohoe giving us his 3 key objectives if he's become president of the Eurogroup tomorrow. Rosie?
I think he has the numbers to win.
Well, a consummate politician. Of course, all of the 3 contenders are making the phone calls. But I caught up with, as I said, Paschal Donohoe yesterday and I asked him if he was confident if people are going to pledge their vote to him.
I'd be very fortunate to have gained the support now of many colleagues. I do want to respect their desire to keep this a private matter. And the numbers will become clear to the contestants at the end of the process. And I'll be working very hard to make my case to all of my colleagues regarding why I will be respectfully asking for their support.
So it's, of course, a secret ballot. What will happen is tomorrow afternoon, they'll whittle the 3 contenders down to 2, and then it'll be a simple majority of the 19 Eurozone countries. So whoever is at the front, they will need 10 votes out of 19 to become president of the Eurogroup. Rosie?
Shona,